This is Michael Popok, Legal AF. I want to focus on what Donald Trump does with his time when he's not in a criminal trial. Like when he gets a normal day off, because there's no trials on Wednesday, as pre-planned by Judge Merchan. It's a dark day. So Donald Trump usually does some sort of fundraiser or something related to, I don't know, running for president. And then sometimes he manufactures days when he doesn't have trial by begging the judge, or at least threatening the judge, that, he wants to attend Barron, his kid's high school graduation in West Palm Beach, Florida on the 17th of May. Can't we have the day off? Oh, you ogre, Judge Merchan. And Judge Merchan said, all right, at the rate this case is going, the velocity at which this trial is progressing, sure, we can take it off for the purposes of you attending the morning graduation of your son. Side note, Michael Cohen has said in his podcast world that in all the years he was with, and those were a lot of years with Donald Trump never attended any family events, no graduations, none of that. So Michael Cohen never bought that was the reason. Now we learned that was just an excuse. I'm going to talk about two things in this hot take. What Donald Trump does on his down days, and how slimy and sleazy it is. You want your presidential candidates dignified? You've come to the wrong place, because I'm going to talk about how undignified Donald Trump continues to be to try to raise money with his $99 non-fungible token I'm newly mugshot guy sale and cocktail party at Mar-a-Lago, where he's selling a piece of the suit that he wore when he got the mugshot, which we'll show you a picture of in Georgia. That is on a normal day. And then the fact that instead of being honest with the judge, shock of all shocks, and saying to the judge, I need to go to headline a fundraiser in Minnesota for the Lincoln Reagan dinner, which I'm headlining, and I need off because I can't be in court at 4:30 and make the event 4 hours away in Minnesota. He came up with, this snowflake BS at a press conference about, now let's see what the judge won't let me go to the high school graduation. Let's roll that clip.
So thank you very much. We had some amazing things happen today. As you know, my son is graduating from high school, and it looks like the judge will not let me go to the graduation of my son, who's worked very, very hard. He's a great student. He's very proud of the fact that he did so well, and was looking forward for years to have graduation with his mother and father there. And it looks like the judge isn't going to allow me to escape this scam. It's a scam trial.
So he told the judge. Judge came back in a day or two later and said, all right, I revisited the calendar, the schedule. You need to go to West Palm Beach for a high school graduation. I'm a father, which Donald Trump knows because he's constantly bashing Judge Merchan's adult daughter. I'm a father. Take off that day. Donald Trump said, here's my chance. I can go now to Minnesota. If he had said to the judge, I want to go to a Minnesota fundraiser, the judge would have told him what the judge told him at the top of the case. Your day job does not concern me. You are a criminal defendant in our New York justice system, and you will abide by the rules. So Donald Trump lied. Do I think he's going to go to it? I don't know. He's lied before. He's lied about wanting to go to funerals, and his mother died, and then his aunt died, and then his sister died, and then he buried his first wife on the 19th hole or whatever at Bedminster, his golf course. Watch out, Melania. Next time you renegotiate your prenuptial, make sure you put in there how you want your remains handled, where on the golf course you want to be. Maybe you want to be between, Alina Habba and Ivana, something like that. On days off, though, that's not the only video I wanted to show you. He lied to the judge. And when the judge finds out that he's been had, now Donald Trump's got to go to that. He's got to be videotaped going to this high school graduation he had no intention of going to in West Palm Beach. Or we're going to see Todd Blanche, right? Like the schoolboy caught pulling the fire alarm, all sheepish. Sorry, Judge. I was misled. My client. But now in Mar-a-Lago, limited time only, if you buy 47 non-fungible tokens of my photo, mugshot Trump, and you buy 47 of those because I like that number because that's the presidency I'm never going to attain, you'll get to come to Mar-a-Lago and maybe catch a glimpse of me. Not Melania. She'll be busy that day or that time doing something else, shopping therapy or something. And if you buy $10,000 worth of my NFTs, which includes something that's made from the suit that I wore, this is the dignified part of the hot take. I'll have a special cocktail party with you at Mar-a-Lago. And I'll put that money into my bank account, into my new suit that I'm wearing that's not chopped up to make NFTs. And I'll use it to pay my lawyer fees. That's what you're donating to when you support me. So come on down. Talk about a huckster. We've heard about the Bible sales, right? Out of the back of a van. We've heard about the sneaker sales during SneakerCon, where I assure you those Gen X sneaker kids, cultivators, do not want to buy his $99 piece of trash made in China thing. And now we've Bibles, sneakers, and now we've got, you can have a piece of me. You want a piece of me? I'm selling you a piece of me. Let's watch this video of Donald Trump talking about his suit that he wore. I mean, I've heard about making lemonade out of lemons, but this is ridiculous. Roll the clip.
For the first time, we're creating a real physical Trump card. Purchase 47 digital cards and we'll mail you a beautiful trading card. It is an authentic piece of the suit I wore when I took that now famous mugshot, and it was a great suit, believe me, a really good suit. It's all cut up and you're going to get a piece of it. I'll be autographing some of them. A true collector's item. This is something to give to your family, to your kids and grandchildren.
This is what Donald Trump does on days when he's not in court. They talk about in the media that there's this big disparate, I'll try that word again, disparate activities between the current president of the United States, who is a dignified chap, and Donald Trump, right? The lack of symmetry, the asymmetry of it. Joe Biden gets to go campaigning. Joe Biden gets to go and do debates. Joe Biden gets to poke fun at Donald Trump. Donald Trump has to sit in a courtroom 4 days a week at a criminal trial, right? Because Joe Biden didn't commit crimes. Joe Biden didn't get indicted, 91 times. It's not his fault, Don't pick a presidential candidate that's also a potential convicted felon, and you won't have this problem. But this is what he does on his dark days. He's not out meeting you and me. He's not shaking hands, right? He's carrying pizzas over to, the New York's bravest, which he, being a native New Yorker, didn't seem to realize they were named FDNY, not NYFD for the fire department, right? Anybody that watches television or the movies knows it's FDNY. It's right there on their hat. Right there on their helmet. So he's busy delivering pizzas, showing up at bodegas. I assure you Donald Trump's never been in a bodega in his life, and I'm sure they had to explain to him on the ride over what it was. That's what he's doing. He's selling his suit for cash, literally the suit off his back for money. I just can't even, this hot take, I'm going to giggle my way through it. I see it now. He sells sneakers and Bibles in order to make money. And he goes to like these small, cloistered, hermetically sealed dinners with other MAGA Republicans, patting him on the back, glad handing and walking out with a couple $100,000 in checks. Is he meeting you and me? Where's the big rallies that he keeps talking about? Right? The ones where he'd have Christine Noem headlining dog shooting, as the opening act. Where are all these rallies? I know I have friends on the other side of the aisle that like to jibe me about the polls. Have you seen the polls? By the way, I've seen the polls. And Biden is ahead in all the places he needs to be ahead. And I think that number goes up, not down. The more Robert Kennedy Jr. totally disgraces his family legacy and continues to run, and we get closer to the election, and there's a conviction of Donald Trump in New York. But this is what Donald Trump does with his downtime, his quality time. Abandons his family, who have effectively abandoned him. I defy anybody, I'll pay for it. Show me one picture, one video, one audio, anything, any proof of life that family exists and support Donald Trump at this trial that's now in day 15. Give me a picture of Eric, Don Jr. in the courtroom, Melania in the courtroom, Ivanka, I look at her social media. You know, she's busy doing shopping therapy. She's busy doing, fashion shoots in her mind where she hires somebody to make her look great. Where are they in the courtroom? Right? Nowhere. No proof of life from the family they even exist. Where's Barron? This is good education for Barron before he goes off and takes over the family business. He should sit in the courtroom and watch his dad, right? Be tried. Listen to Stormy Daniels' testimony. Listen to the testimony of all the people in the organization that one day Barron may be actually the boss of. I added to a combined kind of put it together, synthesize it hot take about Donald Trump's dark days, selling the suit off his back, lying to the judge about attending a high school ceremony that he's never attended in his life for any of his other children or college, and using it to go raise and grift more money, and the lack of interest in his candidacy. Where are the coliseums filled with people chanting for Donald Trump? Where are the football arenas? Where are the basketball arenas? Where are the baseball stadiums? Where are they? They are nowhere. And we're not even turned into the home stretch of this campaign. As Joe Biden, our president, makes his closing argument to the American people about why he should get reelected. I'll continue to follow the days when the trial are on against Donald Trump and the days when they're off, either artificially manufactured by Donald Trump in order to raise money or to sell the suit off his back. Down at Mar-a-Lago, one place right here, MeidasTouch Legal AF. Wednesdays and Saturdays, we curate the best stories at the intersection of law and politics. We bring it to you straight on that podcast. And join us, and we'll tell you why we call it Legal AF. You can probably figure it out, especially based on this hot take. If you like what I'm doing, give me a thumbs up and leave a comment. I've been known to comment back. Now we got a dialogue opened. And then you can help us get to 3 million free subscribers on this network, your network. We're it. This is it. You, me, the other contributors, this microphone. That's our asset base. This is what we got. So we got to do it with you. We certainly can't do it without you. So until my next hot take, until my next Legal AF, this is Michael Popok reporting.
Heary, heary, Legal AF Law Breakdown is now in session. Go beyond the headlines and get a deep dive into the important legal concepts you need to know and we discuss every day on Legal AF. Exclusive content you won't find anywhere else, all for the price of a couple of cups of coffee. Join us at patreon.com/legalaf. That's patreon.com/legalaf.